Hello everybody, my name is Tanya and welcome to my art creations channel. And what I have for you today is finally my first Christmas painting that I've done for the channel, and it is this easy candy cane Christmas heart, and I hope you will follow along. So the supplies that I am using are only two colors, Viridian green and Winsor red, and any red would do. I just happen to like the Winsor red for this. Those are my brushes, 3 different sizes, a pencil, and a white gel pen. I will also be adding some just regular table salt to this. So here is the paper I'm working on. I made this little handmade journal myself. It's not the most attractive journal. I love the cover, but it's a little crooked as you can see, but I really like the paper. It's 100% cold pressed watercolor paper by Arches. So this is my first page in the journal, and I'm taping it off, as you can see, with masking tape. And I ripped my masking tape in half to create kind of more of a whimsical edge to the painting. So this drawing is pretty simple. I started out with just creating a bow. Now, the candy canes, since they are in a heart shape, I was trying to make sure they were kind of even. So one wasn't different than the other. But you know what? If one was a little wonkier than the other, that will just give it some character. If you have maybe something that's heart-shaped, you could use that as a guide. Or, what I could have done, and I thought about it later, is I could have just created a little template with paper in the shape of a heart and kind of used that as a guide for my candy canes. But I just freehanded it, and I think it turned out pretty good. Okay, so I started out with my Viridian green, and I watered it down really well. Like I said, I'm only using 2 colors for this painting, so I am working wet on wet for the background. So I started with the inside, as you can see, of the candy canes, wet the paper down really good, and then put my wash of Viridian green on the inside. And of course, you can make this as dark or as light as you want to. I decided just to kind of do a lighter wash of the Viridian green. So I just work my way around the background of the painting. First, I wet it with the water, then I come in with my wash. If you wanted to make it a little bit easier on yourself, you can go ahead and use, if you have some masking fluid, you can mask off the candy canes and the bow, and then just come in after it's dry with your water and drop in your background color all at one time, and then wait for that to dry, and of course take off the masking fluid. But I figured, since this is a smaller painting, I would just not use the masking fluid. Now, if I was doing this on a larger piece of paper, that's what I probably would have done. I think this painting would be a cute, you can make it into a watercolor Christmas card. I think that would be cute. Or use it, maybe do a smaller version of it for Christmas tags or something like that. It's pretty easy to do. So I think that would be a fun thing. So I keep just adding my paint, my color, to deepen the background here, and it's still wet on wet, and I'm trying to work fast so it doesn't dry on me, because I wanted the background to be kind of like a uniform, no blooms or anything like that. So once you get your background how you like it, then you just take some salt, and this is just regular table salt, and sprinkle it anywhere you like. And I just wanted a few little sprinkles around the edges of the candy canes. And I let it thoroughly dry, and that's what it looked like right there. So now I'm coming in with my Winsor red, and I'm mixing a good mixture of it. I don't have it watered down too much. It's kind of like I'd say a milky consistency. So then I just come in and carefully start painting on the candy canes. Now this, I don't think I told you the size of this paper. I made this journal, and it's approximately about 4x4 size each page journal. And it's one of those accordion ones. I've never made one before. I used Arches paper, and I just cut it down and did some gluing and created this journal, and I really love it. Actually, it's the first time I've used it, but it's kind of crooked. It turned out a little wonky, but I thought, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to use it for the videos anyway. And I like the cover. What I did is I found some old they're not Christmas cards, actually they're cards, spring cards, but I thought Christmas cards would be cute, but I thought about that later. But and then cut them and glued them to the cardboard for the front, for the cover, and then I glued in on the back a cute little kind of ribbon piece of yarn that I had to tie it closed. So I will be using this journal for some of the Christmas videos I'm doing. So then here, after I did the candy canes, I started on my bow using the same Winsor red, basically the same consistency as I did with the candy canes. Excuse me, but I did notice I had, you have to kind of make sure you don't accidentally paint over the white stripes when you're doing the bows. So just kind of look out for that, because it kind of blends together, as you can see. And I wanted to make some finer stripes on the candy cane, so I just came in with my rigger using, of course, the same color, same consistency, and just made little stripes. And there it is. So now I wanted to create some shadow, and basically you just take that red and you mix in some of the green, and you'll come out with a nice gray color, as you can see there on the right. So just use the same two colors, mix them together to create a nice gray that you want to use for your candy canes. So I come in and test it like I did, just to make sure it's the right consistency that you like. So I just came in with that's a number 4 brush that I'm using, by the way, and just with that gray, came in and I lined both sides of the candy canes with that gray to create a shadow to make it look more 3-dimensional. Next is the bow. I wanted to create some shadow on the bow, so I took that gray and I think I just added just a little bit more of the Winsor red to it, just to give it a little bit more of a red tone to it. Just came in with my number 4 brush and added some shadow to the bow. I wanted to add a little bit of some little snowflake look, so I took my white gel pen and just created just some little dots with my white gel pen. Just keep it simple. I was gonna do maybe some swirls. I think that would have looked cute, but of course, what's fun about this, you can do any type of embellishments you want to make it your own. And to make it even pop out more, just took my white gel pen there and just kind of like dashed lines just on the top of the candy canes there to create a highlight to make them pop more. And you know what? That's it. Super simple, easy to do, and turned out really cute, I think. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys like this video. And I'll be coming out with another one very soon. And everybody have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.